Good Tuesday morning. Do you have kids stuff in every corner of your house? Do you think it's possible to make hundreds of dollars selling your kids stuff that they're not even using anymore? On this podcast, you're going to learn about the amazing world of consignment. You might be here because you want to make some money. You might be here because you want to save some money. We're here to help you transition to the next season and the next size. Today is Tuesday, July 8th. 4th of July is over. Summer's halfway gone. Back to school stuff is going to start to appear in the retail stores. Don't freak out. Just buy your pencils now. We're talking today with, we have a surprise guest. We're introducing you to one of our new staff members here at Sunflower Sprouts. So we are growing, not like weeds, but like big, tall sunflowers. And we have a new hire that we're so excited to introduce you to. She is going to join our Erie team. And we are so excited to introduce you to Jessie today. She is not a new friend. She's an old friend, but she is new to our staff. But she should be very familiar to all of you. So we're going to meet and chat with Jessie today. But first, let's unbox. If you follow me on social media, you will know that yesterday I found some mini brand toys, which made me so excited. And the reason it made me so excited is because this is how I kind of got started, where with toys. And then I was having a hard time finding toys. And I found books and shoes and Disney. We've been opening Disney balls for a while, but like, these are the easiest things for me to teach you how to price and tag. So I love these. I was starting to panic because, okay, so my name is Jen Stickle. I'm the owner of Sunflower Sprouts. We are the largest consignment sale in Western Pennsylvania with 2 locations, one in Pittsburgh, one in Erie. We have 2 sales, one in September, one in April. Sometimes Erie's is a little later in the season. I like to unbox toys. It's what I like to do. And I've been doing it for a while now. I was realizing I think it'll be 2 years this October or 3 years this October that I've been unboxing toys ever since that gas station run. I was traveling. I stopped at Sheetz. I saw this toy and I was like, what is this? I should educate my friends about how they can entertain their kids on a car ride. And before I know it, I had fake snow all over the truck. It involved a bottle of water, trash, and the rest is history, but my friends. But recently I've been having a hard time finding these balls, and at Target, I should. And then so like sometimes if I go to Walmart, I can find. Recently in my Walmart trips, I have found sneakers and books. So I'm very excited. I have a secret stash of books and shoes to open in the next couple of weeks as we gear up for fall. And but I was like, what am I going to unbox? Because I'm running out of things to buy. And then I found these toy ones, spirographs. So we've talked about pricing and tagging these. So, and games. We've talked about that before. Spirographs was my favorite when I was a little girl. I now have BFA in graphic design. So that reads right. I should have known, right? I was just talking to my boys. So they're in camp this week and it's also raining. I had to run into the house. That's why I'm a little late. So thank you. I normally start this is everything. This is the Cards Against Humanity game, everything box. I normally start at 9. I'm starting at 9:30 because they are at a camp at OLMC is a adventure camp up in Vermont. If you're in Erie, it's down in Vermont. So it's kind of halfway. I do drive them every day. They could get on the bus, but I chose to drive them this year. And so they're there. And so I had to drop them off. What is this? This is like a little egg toy. Guys, I got new glasses last week and they're not in yet. But I'm at that age. I don't know what this is because I can't read it. But it is raining out there. Holy cow. It's raining. So, it's a little speaker. It's a speaker like for your iPad or iPhone, and it's in the shape of a little chick. If you're going to sell electronics with us, make sure they're charged and working. If you're going to sell games with us, make sure all the pieces are there and that the boxes are taped shut. So on the way to camp this morning, I was talking to them about their gifts. Honestly enough, we were having a conversation about what are you gifted in and how do you figure out what you want to be when you grow up. It was a beautiful conversation. As beautiful as it can be with 3 boys that are 10 and 12, right? Let's be real. Mommy, what is my gift? I don't know, dude. You might be the best at growing cucumbers and you don't know yet because you've never tried to grow a cucumber. Because maybe he's going to be a farmer. I don't know. Okay, this is My Little Pony, and she's in a legit package. Not like the flimsy ones that we get. Not like these. This is like a flimsy. This is like a legit. I wonder if she's like a rare find. Maybe this is how they're. Jessie might be able to tell us because I think she might have My Little Ponies in her house. This is like, I don't know. We'll ask her when I bring her on scene. Okay, fifth bag. One of the things I love about the mini brand toy ball, I got more cash, is that there's so many bags, so much trash, so many bags. Okay, a Hello Kitty car. Make sure that the remote control has batteries in it. Make sure that it works. If you don't have the original box, just make sure you zip tie the two items together, the remote control in the car. These toys are going to sell great. Toys in the toy room. If you're going to do a My Little Pony and she has hair, go into the drugstore and buy a detangler for a little girl and comb out the hair. Same thing with Barbies. They're going to sell better if the hair is in good shape. The hair's in bad shape, they're going to get rejected. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you price and tag all that stuff. That was easy. Cash. We talked about this yesterday. We do take cash at our sale. Look, it's like real money. It's like actual. I would have loved this when I was little. Like the whole store. I haven't gotten my store out in a while, but she's downstairs still. There we go. Now I'm plugged back in. Can you hear me? Okay. It's like sensitive. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to push there's a lot of trash today, but I think we got through all that pricing and tagging. That's good stuff. I haven't taken my toy store out of the box in a while. I did take it out once this season in Pittsburgh. Somebody wanted to play. Oh, I think somebody in Erie did an unboxing with me too. Anyways, all right. Let's move on. Let's hang out. I'm going to bring Jessie onto the stage. Hi, Jessie. How are you?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
Hello. So, guys, this is Jessie. She is a friend of ours. She is one of the founding consigners for Erie. I think you got like the second number. What's your number? 6,000
6003.
3. She is the third. And let me just tell you, Adam has 6,000. So she literally is the third Erie consigner. For those of you who don't know, we did start with the number 6,000 in Erie. And so she is a founding consigner. She's been with us from the beginning. This last season up in Erie. So Jessie is our new hire. We have, for those of you who don't know, we have a bunch of moms who work for us part-time. And we do that so none of us have to work full-time, so we can all be moms first, right? That's one of our big mottos here is we're moms first, because that's the whole reason Sunflower exists, is because we're moms. So I have a bunch of moms on my staff that are part-time. And Jessie is our newest hire. So Jessie's new title is Erie Event Coordinator. So we're so excited. So what does this mean? We're going to talk a little bit about that today. But let's get to know Jessie a little bit. So Jessie, do you want to introduce yourself for those of you who don't know you?
Yeah, so I'm Jessie Burkell. Like Jen said, I've been involved as a consigner from the very beginning. And I am married to my husband, Neil. We've been married almost 16 years and have 4 kids. Just entering the teenage stage. Our oldest turned 13 this summer. So we've got a 13-year-old, 11-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old just starting kindergarten. So we're like entering into the next phase in several different areas. In my spare time, I'm also a cheerleading coach, which I super love. So yeah, I'm excited to be involved in a higher capacity, and I really love sunflower sprouts. And anybody that knows me has probably heard me talk about it. Just as a consigner and stuff I've purchased. So it's definitely something that over the last couple of years with selling in Erie that has become one of the things that I talk about to everyone. So
yeah. It just becomes like you're wearing like, there she comes.
Yeah.
I have to like be careful not to talk about it too much. Some people want to, right? But Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking, my sister was here for the holidays, and she was talking about all the stuff that she has in her house and isn't selling. And I was like, oh, girl, let me tell you.
Does she
And
live
she
around
at the
here?
end was kind of rolling her eyes at me, but she doesn't. She lives in Baltimore. So I'm sure that there's something like that,
Oh,
but it's just that whole idea of like looking for
yeah.
the ways to make money, purchase things for less, all of that
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
So
Zach's brother lives in Baltimore. We should see if there's a sale out there and we could like go take her and my sister-in-law to like one of my sister sales.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't think Baltimore's too far from Raleigh, right?
No, it's really not.
One of my favorite sister sales is in Raleigh.
I feel like I've seen it on social media.
Maybe you might, because I might have shared something. Like she's really cool. They're really cool sale.
Yeah.
But I think there's one in Baltimore too. We should hook them up. But it's true because I was actually telling my sister-in-law because she's pregnant, and I was like, you should come to Pittsburgh. And I'm like, wait, that's a dumb idea because then you have to like get everything home, and
Yeah.
some things she can come and buy, but none of the big stuff unless she like rented a U-Haul. And then I'm like, you might as well find a sale in Baltimore, you know?
Right. Right.
Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. So kindergarten, big deal.
Yeah.
Full day or half day?
Full day. I think around here it's mostly full day,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
it's going to be an adjustment for all of us. But it's the first time since I became a mom 13 years ago that I've not had a little one that will be with me all of the time.
Yes.
So it's like, you're holding a little bit of the grief for the growing up, but then also the
Mhm.
excitement for what's to come in their lives. So
It's a both and for sure. It's
yeah,
a both and.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's gonna be days where you're just gonna be sitting there and like, what do I do with myself?
Right. Right.
I
Right.
don't have a lunch to make today. And then that's why we forget to make lunch because we don't have somebody that's like, Mom, I'm hungry. And then it's like, oh yeah, we probably should eat lunch right now.
Mhm. I think my husband is a little nervous because I'm like a busybody type of girl. So he's
Uh-huh.
like, oh no, what new hobby is she going to develop now that she doesn't have kids at all?
Well, sunflower sprouts. That's kind of
Right.
like that's a great lead in, right? So
Right.
yeah. So we're bringing Jessie on part-time. And so one of the things, like basically what she's gonna do is kind of be like so Erie event coordinator, she's gonna coordinate all of our efforts up in Erie. So one of the things that's been kind of difficult for us while we do have family up there and it's not that far, we haven't had boots on the ground up there, and we haven't had like people and it's only half true because Julie lives up there, and Julie is one of my other moms that I hire part-time. She works for us and does all our social media and our graphics and all that kind of good stuff. She makes everything look pretty. That's not fair to Julie. Sorry, Julie, I love you, but she does way more than that. But she's been up there and that's been helpful. But now Jessie's going to really be able to help us just kind of find more preschools to network with and really help us kind of plaster the town with Sunflower and really help to continue to tell Erie, like she said, she talks about it all the time, right? So just continue to tell people who we are and what we do and how we can help, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So one of the things that she is going to do is start to build relationships with some of the preschools up there. Jessie does work for a preschool, so that's helpful. And so we're going to, so if you know a preschool, you can toss it in the comments here, or you can email us at hello@Sunflower Sprouts. A preschool up in Erie that would be willing to pass out our bookmarks. So the way that works is this is one of our largest efforts, both here in Pittsburgh and up in Erie. So we pass out 15,000 bookmarks in Pittsburgh and about 5,000 in Erie. We're hoping to increase that number now. We have Jessie on board, just where they pass out our bookmarks for us, and then we come and let them shop on presale day, which is Friday. So up in Erie. So if you know anybody or a preschool that has not been getting our bookmarks, let us know.
And I want to say, working in a preschool, I know a lot, about the toys that kids like. And every sale, I've seen Magnetiles, which
Mm-hmm.
is a huge thing that we love at preschool for way cheaper than you're getting anywhere else. A lot of educational activities. So it's really a great way for teachers to come and get some stuff that they'll use discounted, but also for parents too. So
Yeah. Yeah. And books. Do you buy a bunch of book? Like, do you have like, not libraries like a school does, but
we actually, at the preschool that I'm at, we do have a library where we
oh,
keep books and have them organized by theme or by author. And so the thing that's neat is like there's books like Berenstain Bears or
mm.
I don't know what they're called. They're like the little almost guinea pig looking family. Um,
Oh, it's not Peppa Pig, is it?
no, it's I forget what it's called, but they have a lot of books like I was upset today, and then it talks through like being
Yeah.
upset. So the point of all of it is those vintagey books that we really liked as kids that really
Mm.
have some good messages. Those are some things that are cool to find at consignment sales and stuff because it's you can find a lot of those gems.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. Definitely. It's harder to find them anymore. I
Yeah,
remember I have like this core memory. We would go to the library, the community library, and I would sit down in front of the Berenstain Bear books. And I would read through every Berenstain Bear book every time I went to the library because I love them.
yeah.
And like I
There's
think there was a limit. You were like only allowed to check out 5 books at a time. So I couldn't like take all of them home, but like I loved them.
yeah,
And some of them even had Bible verses tossed through them,
yeah.
which
Like
I
a
always kind of
yeah,
was, like, surprised about, but that's what I think one of the things I was like, "Oh, wow, these must be okay books," right?
right, right. These are on the approved
Yeah.
list.
Well, and because as a little girl, I couldn't really understand Curious George. I was like, "What is wrong with this monkey?" And
Yeah,
now that I'm a boy mom, I'm like, "Oh, now I understand this monkey."
yeah. You're like now I get why he's constantly getting himself into precarious situations.
Is that funny? It's funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so books, it's awesome. So if you know a preschool, if your kid is in preschool, if you teach at a preschool, if you live by a preschool, let us know. Get us their information. We'd love to meet their director. We'd love to send them one of our books. We have it's not actually our book, but there's this really great book about sunflowers that we give to preschools to get like just to love on them. And then I'm also looking for a couple of preschools to give lunch to this season. Hopefully, we're gonna feed a couple preschools. So let us know. We would love that. Maybe we could even do like a contest, Jesse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like nominate. That's the word I'm like. Nominate your preschool, and then
Yeah,
we'll take them lunch. That would be so fun. That would be
I'm
really
gonna write
fun.
that down in my notes.
I love it. I love it. So the other thing that Jesse's going to be in charge of is our yard signs. So we like to plaster the town with yard signs. And so if you're an Erie consigner and you want to help put those out, it's a great opportunity to make a little extra cash if you're a mom, or if you have a teenager who can drive. That's another great thing to do. I didn't silence my phone. They can deliver signs, hang up signs, like put them around town. So we're going to be doing that. So she's going to be in charge of that. Also, if you need hangers, you're going to be able to do porch pickups from her. So that'll be exciting. We're excited to add hangers as a real consistent option up in Erie. And also, one of the other things that we're going to be doing up in Erie is we love to work with nonprofits who are raising money for kids' efforts, right? So if you have a nonprofit that is raising money for kids, sometimes that's like a preschool or a PTO or like Emma's Footprints is another example. The Playhouse. Anytime you need a Chinese auction basket, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And so we have a limited number that we can do every month, but that's another thing that Jesse's going to help us with is so we want to be able to provide some of these nonprofits raffle baskets, Chinese auction baskets, so that we can, it's normally a stack of board games. And she's going to help me with that. So that's exciting too. What am I forgetting? Oh, swag bags.
Yeah.
So the other thing that Jesse's going to be working on is collecting some swag bags. So we love to curate bags that support your parenthood. Okay. So this is really important to us. My love languages is gifts. Do you know what your love language is, Jesse?
I like gifts too.
Yeah.
I would say that's one of them.
Jesse's like, you can send me something.
Right.
So I like to give gifts. So I like to be able to give out the swag bags. I like to be able to, but then what I want it to be is like, I want it to be this bag of things, this collection of things that make you and support your parenthood. And so if you have something, so in the past, it's been like Terra Doodles coupon has been in there and you get like a discount for a face painting. Sinai Sports does birthday parties. And so their birthday party flyer has been in there so that you have an understanding of, where the preschools are, who offers gymnastics classes, who, has birthday parties. What are your resources in Erie when is Zubu? Like, where are the summer reading programs? Who's doing trunk or treats, that kind of stuff. So we like to help you guys find all that information. And so we love to partner with Erie Macaroni Kids or Macaroni Kids Erie because they also do that very well. And so we like to tell people about those events because of those events, we hope that you also hear about Sunflower. So if you know somebody that might want to be in the swag bag, let us know. Reach out to us at hello@sunflowersprouts.org. And let's collaborate and get the Girl Scouts, I think, had something in the bag last season, right?
Yeah, they did.
I can't remember. So
yeah, I think, and for me, I grew up in Erie County, so this has been home for my entire life, and so I love the community here. I think that it's tight, we care for each other, and it's really important that we're all supporting each other. So I'm really excited to provide more opportunities for the community just to be together and for Sunflower Sprouts to be another organization that the community recognizes as this organization cares for us, it cares for this community, it cares for the next generation. And I think that's such an important thing, is to help that next generation rise up. And it might feel like consigning doesn't necessarily lead to that, but it really does. I think it really does, in what we're trying to do. So I'm excited to continue to reach out to the community on behalf of Sunflower Sprouts and just make it more of something that everyone else is talking about too.
That's right. That's right. It's so funny. I was just talking to somebody about that. And consigning, we've started talking about baby showers and then we moved on to consigning. And it really can be a blessing to a mom who can't afford to walk into Target and buy her kid a wardrobe, or who doesn't want to walk into 12 stores and buy her kid a wardrobe, but you can walk into Sunflower and get a wardrobe at a discount and be able to then have money for other things. So, or just use the money that you have. So it really is.
And it's neat too. We have the seller support group on Facebook, and it's really neat after the sales to see people posting what their kids have found at the sales. And it's always amazing to me how there'll be people who will say, like, my kid's been looking for this for months and we finally found it at Sunflower. And it's just so cool that like you can continue to enjoy and share your stuff. Like, my kids might be done with their Peppa Pig dollhouse, but like some other kid's gonna love it. And that feels great too.
It does. It really does. I think my favorite from this past season was the little boy sleeping with the vacuum.
Yes.
So they bought like one of those toy vacuums at the sale, and he loved it so much. The picture is like he's in his crib with his vacuum.
Oh, it's just too precious.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. You can't make that up. You know what I mean? Like that's
right. Oh, love it.
It was great. It was great. So you've been consigning for a while. You love it.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. And we, I always tell people, so it's kind of become a family affair. Any sale, you will likely see all 6 of my family members in some capacity, either shopping, setting up, doing something.
Yeah.
But every sale, there's something that my husband's like, I don't know if we can sell this, but if we can sell it, it's a good thing. So it's like a fun family thing. And
what was it this past season? The blow up swimming pool?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
He still talks about it. He's like,
Well, and it
man,
was like $10, right? It
right.
wasn't even because my favorite story is Neil's story is the one from I think the season before where you guys brought this big playhouse.
Yep.
It was literally a backyard item. It was sturdy. It was four walls, and I think it was priced for like $20. I'm
I
exaggerating to
know.
make a point. I was like, Jesse, you can sell this for way more. And so we changed the price. We made Neil more money, and so that was a big ticket item. It made you guys a lot of money. This was like a $10 blow up swimming pool.
I know. And it just made his whole life.
It
He
was
was
great.
just so excited. He would be like checking my phone at random points in the sale. He'd be like, what's the status on the pool?
If I would have known, we should have like all got in it and like sat with like pretend drinks.
I know. Oh, yeah. So we have a fun time around here getting ready, and
Yeah.
kids have two bins upstairs in their closet where they just know that's where they put their stuff that they want to sell. So it's neat to see how that develops, and it really, like I said, it's a family
It is
ordeal.
fun to watch the kids like both in an entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
Like my son was like, I'm not selling the Legos at Sunflower because I can make more if I take them over here, which we have a new. Do you know what? Are you guys Lego people?
We have like
Yeah.
stats.
So there's this store. This is not a paid advertisement, guys, but it's called Brick and Minifigs. And it's this franchise around the country. But it's like there's one in Columbus, there's one in Orlando. They're like in the big cities, right? And we're getting one in Zillionople. I don't even understand it, Jesse. But I'm so excited. It would make sense if it was like in like South Point where the mall is, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or if it was in like what's the other bit, like even in Ross Park Mall, right down
Right.
here. Those are like two of the big malls. It's not going in there. It's going into Zillionople, Pennsylvania, which is like, the size of my pinky.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked. Anyways, they do buy Legos and my boys are so excited for this place to open.
Yeah.
And so I don't really think they're going to get more money at the Brick and Minifig store because I know what I can get at Sunflower, but they are like so hyped and they're ready to go. But like we're having this entrepreneurial conversation with
Yeah.
them. And so there's that beautiful, like Jonah said to me the other day, I was like, hey, have you cleaned out for fall? Like, do you know you need to go clean your room and make your stuff? Like, what do you want to sell? And he goes, well, you don't pay me money anyways. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because first of all, my boys make bank from bagging and helping us.
Right.
And he was like, well, a couple seasons ago, I gave you my Pokemon cards to sell, and you never gave me the money that I earned. And I was like, what do I owe you? $3?
Right.
Here you go. It just was funny because they don't have their own consignor numbers yet. Josh does. But anyways, it just was funny because they do think about like, this is, if I sell this at one Sunflower, I can make some money.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like they have the same understanding that like there's more life to those toys and they can share those, right?
Yeah.
Julie does this with Chuck with Walter so well. Like he's like, okay, these toys are gonna go to another kid and it's gonna be good. And like he's really, and then Walter shows up with his $10 and he has to shop within a budget. It's really like our kids are learning too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. And I think, my girls are a little bit older, so we're more into the clothes part, maybe more so than like the toys. But even that, like they will wait to see if there's a Nike hoodie or something name brand at the sale because they know that it's going to be a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also a good life lesson that like life is full even if you don't have a lot of stuff, even if you don't have everything new and brand new, that's not the thing that makes the world turn. So
yeah. Hashtag more than a garage sale, guys.
Yeah. Right.
We are more than a garage sale.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so here's the big question: safety pins or tagging guns?
I'm gonna say safety pin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're easier for my kids to help with for some reason.
Oh, sure.
The tagging gun, and it just was kind of a fiasco in small hands. The safety pins work well, but I also think that they're easier to get off the clothes with the tag. Yeah. So then you don't risk creating a little hole, when you're trying to pull the tag.
because I'm just like you, too lazy to go find scissors, and then like I'm
Right.
just pulling them.
Right. Right.
I'm also the person like I buy a new pillow and I yank off the white tag and it rips the seam, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Jen
Yeah.
Stickle, you're 44 years old. You've learned by now that you should not just like go get scissors. But yeah, no, you're right. Same thing. We just pull them off and
Yeah.
then I don't know about you, but like if like when my kids took their clothing haul home while I was still at the sale and like they started wearing it all to school. So they literally were just like yanking the tags off too.
Yeah.
So
Yep. I
yeah,
agree. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
I think even from like a sale perspective, when we're putting stuff out, like the safety pin will help the tag stay on better in some cases.
In some
And
cases, it's true.
so I think that so
Yeah. I
yeah,
have this new awareness and respect for retail establishments like, Target or Marshalls. They must have top tags on the floor everywhere all the time.
yeah, yeah,
It's interesting. Although I did buy a new pair of shorts the other day and the tag with the tagging gun, it wasn't just like through, it was like in a seam. I had to like go digging in the back to find the other end of it. It was really weird.
yeah. I've had that happen too.
It
And
was
that
weird.
really, my kids get real frustrated when that kind of thing happens because then they're like, I know it's there, but I can't get it
Right,
out.
right. Yeah. Or when they tagging gun into a pillow and like the other end is gone. Like
Yeah,
it's just completely in the pillow.
yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. So all right. Well, so the other thing that Jesse's going to do is consigner support in Erie. So if you have questions, she's going to be the person to help with that. We do still have Allie down here in Pittsburgh. So Allie and Jesse are going to join arms to support our consigners. So you're going to be able to as our consigners, you're going to be able to find support in seller support, which is our new Facebook, or I'm sorry, our Facebook group for new consigners and old ones. But so both Jesse and Allie are going to be helping in seller support. In addition to that, if you send an email to hello@Sunflower Sprouts, and you're from Erie, Jesse's going to be able to get those emails. If you're from Pittsburgh, Allie's going to be able to get those emails. I'm going to help with some of them. Jen Hill's going to help with some of them. We're still a team over here, but that's one thing that they're really going to be able to help with. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. In addition to that, Jesse is going to reach out to all of our new consigners. This is what I was trying to say, which is why I kept saying the word new. She's going to be sending out our new consigner packets to them and then making phone calls and just welcoming everybody who joins us up in Erie. So if you guys need anything, don't hesitate. Erie registration is open today. This is why we wanted to introduce you guys to Jesse. So if you have a consigner number already, a number over 6,000, and you want to register to sell your items in Erie, go ahead and register today. Tomorrow, if you don't have a consigner number, you can register tomorrow. So you'll go in there, you'll fill out the new consigner form, make sure to read the consigner agreement, and then head over to seller support and our website. Take your time. We know this is a lot. We know it's a lot to learn. And we're here to support you and help you pace through that and answer all your questions. There are no stupid questions, as we tell our children all the time, hopefully. Although sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Right.
You know where the extra toilet paper is. Go get it.
Great. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right. But anyways, so a couple of new exciting things for Erie this year. We the categories have changed a little bit. So if you've sold with us before, and you go to make a tag, you're going to notice that the categories have changed just a smidgen. One of the main reasons we did that is because in Pittsburgh, we are expanding to our third soccer field. So if you've never shopped with us in Pittsburgh before, we recommend that you save the dates for September, and come check us out, see what we're like. And but because of that expansion, we changed all the categories and we gave everything some codes. And so that will translate into Erie. So all that information is on the website. There's a whole web page and we'll kind of get you guys all that information. But so the categories have changed just a little bit. In addition to that, now we're going to have what we're calling a mom department. And so we have been selling chapter books, which we call our summer reads. And so these are going to be your popular authors like Danielle Steele and Colleen Hoover. You can sell those books with us. We recommend, you're not allowed to bundle those actually, and they do sell pretty well. And so the summer reads, the purses, all the shoes that are over size 7 are going to be in this area. And then the new addition to the mom department are our cups. So you're going to be able to sell your Owalas, your Yetis, your Stanleys. I am an Owala fan all the way. I love the straw. So we're a huge Owala family over here. And so the Brewmates, all those you're going to be able to sell. There's another one that Walmart sells, not North Face.
Hydro Flask?
Yeah, maybe. You can sell them all with us. And the most common question we're getting is it okay if they have stickers on it? It is okay if they have stickers on it, but we highly recommend, almost make it mandatory, that you donate them. So that means if you are trying to sell your Owala or your cup, your Stanley with stickers and it doesn't sell, we highly recommend that you donate it. That because we really don't think they're going to sell well, the ones with stickers, but we would like to take them to the red door because used water bottles are gold at the homeless shelters. So at the soup kitchens. So we can pass these out to the homeless and they can put their water in it and they can get a lot farther. So that is actually one of the reasons we're letting you sell cups with stickers, because we don't think they're going to sell and we would like them to be donated to the red door. So helping you get rid of your Squishmallow collection and your Stanley collection. We're here to help, guys. We're here to help. So it's going to be exciting, Jesse.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm looking forward to it all.
Yeah. How many weeks are in week 12? We're 12 weeks out from Erie. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Because it feels like we just finished spring, but
I know. So you would have seen Jessie work in the cash register. She was managing this past season. She was also at the goodbye table, so you probably got to meet her. But if you haven't, make sure you take some time this spring this fall. He was at the goodbye table in the spring. I'm trying. It's fine. Yeah. And then so this fall she'll be around in a manager role running the show. I'll be up there too. I'm not going anywhere. But then this way it'll just give me a chance to maybe step outside and take a break. And we can get some more things done. Keep growing Erie. So all right, guys, who is ready for fall? We are 12 weeks out from Erie. I have deleted my fall dates. I don't know where they went. All right. Pittsburgh is September 11th through the 14th, I think. Please double check me on the internet. Erie is October, first weekend in October. It's going to be great. So move soccer schedules around, figure it out. Don't hesitate. Yeah, it's going to be good. Consignor registration for Pittsburgh is full. Please get on the waiting list. We're going to talk next week about how you can get off of the Pittsburgh waiting list if you would like to do that. If you want to sell in Erie, registration, like I said earlier, it's open today to returning consignors. It's opened to the public tomorrow. If you want to shop at our event and get incredible deals on shopping, head over to our website and get on our mailing list. It's important because we're talking about Erie today that there are 2 mailing lists that are connected. So you can get on the Pittsburgh mailing list and or the Erie mailing list. But if you unsubscribe from either, it takes you off of both. So make sure that if you want to get on the Pittsburgh mailing list, you go to the Pittsburgh website. If you want to get on the Erie mailing list, go to the Erie mailing website. Click on the button in the top of the menu, get on our mailing list, and stay up to date on all things sunflower. There goes my mic. I wonder if that noise is me. If you're ready to get rid of the kid stuff that is taking up space in your house, get a box, get a bin, or dump out a laundry basket and just start collecting. And then register to sell with Sunflower Sprouts in Erie today or tomorrow. Guys, it's July. Let's enjoy the rest of the summer. Dip your toes in the sand. I know Jesse and I both have vacations still to look forward to. So we hope you guys are having a great summer. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.